Full football back again with another pre-season European qualifier match review, and we have Helsinki taking on Larne. And as a matter of fact, there is still a few seconds remaining in the game between these two teams, and surprisingly, Larne are only getting beaten 1-0 at this point. You'd expect the team of Helsinki's quality to destroy the Northern Irish champions, if we're being honest about it, but it looks like they're going to hold out for a 1-0 defeat here, which, in my opinion, wouldn't actually be that bad to take back to Larne and, maybe scrape something. I think if it goes 2-0, it would be all over. We have literally seconds ticking down now. It looks like Larne are going to hold out, so for that case, we may as well look at the very start of this game, and the very start of this game is where things began to go wrong for Larne. Literally, about 55 seconds into the game, Helsinki play a ball over the top, and the defender just gets absolutely caught doing the wrong thing. He's ball watching, and he runs straight into the back of the Helsinki player. Man, honestly, did not get it in the slightest. It just the defending was absolutely amateurish, but I guess at the end of the day, this is Larne Town, whatever. But fair play to Larne. They got a takeover for the guy that owned Purple Bricks, but again, taking over a team in the Northern Irish League and winning it, isn't exactly rocket science. It's not like you're competing against like teams in England, or even like the Welfare Rangers and Celtic. End of the day, I mean, anybody could throw a fiver into Larne and they would be considered like a big financial takeover. So I think they've done a decent job, but let's see what Larne can do in the future at the end of the day. But today's result, I wouldn't be surprised if like Dundee United, there's other teams I would not be shocked about if they absolutely got pumped off Helsinki, and that goes for the Scottish League as well. Like, Helsinki are a decent team. Now, I would expect most teams in Scotland, especially like the top 5 teams, Rangers and Celtic, I absolutely destroy Helsinki. I mean, Hearts, Hibs and Aberdeen, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think they would beat Helsinki. Of course, I have a decent wee connection with Helsinki. Rangers brought in Alfredo Morelos, but as I say that, guys, the final whistle has went, and Helsinki will happily take that victory over Larne, and it is going to be 1-0. But as we go back to the penalty, Helsinki, it's a clear penalty. It's very sloppy at the back from the big defender. But Radulovic steps up. Goalie dives the wrong way. He puts it into the back of the net, and it is absolutely, they're loving life at this point, Helsinki. And at this point, if you bet Helsinki like -3 or 4 or something, you're playing. It's off to a good start. Penalty within 55 seconds. But then what proceeds to happen in this game is an absolutely dead match, guys. Not an awful lot happening. 8 shots across the board for both teams. Larne did not have a shot on target. At the end of the day, I'm not really surprised by this. They did have a few corner kicks that they kind of went close with, but nothing really threatening the Helsinki goalie, proven by no shots on target. Helsinki, towards the latter half of this game, had a free kick they whipped in, and the guys completely overhit it to win it. It just screamed a game that's like pre-season written over it. But then like Helsinki's like, I believe, like halfway through their season, so it's a weird one. That's the thing about these European qualifiers. Like, all the Scandinavian teams and certain other teams are going to be like a decent away bit into their season already, and that's just the problem though. But for Larne, they've lost 1-0. They were tiring towards the end, but in the end, they managed to hold it for a 1-0 defeat, and I think going 1-0 down after like 2 minutes, they would have absolutely bit your hand off for 1-0 against a team like Helsinki, who are a decent team in Europe. No, they're like a Europa Conference League team, Helsinki. That's what they really are at the end of the day. And Larne will take their wee P&O. I mean, that's all Larne's known for. The P&O to Kieran Ryan and the world's largest bonfire. And how fitting is that, since we just had the 11th, but Larne could not bring it back home for NI. They will take a big L, but again, not a big L, but still a good result overall. I feel like the game is still in hand. You couldn't, if they can get beat only 1-0, what's stopping them at home producing like sneaking a 1-0 victory? That's the real questions at the end of the day, guys. But anyway, that is it for this video. Helsinki 1, Larne Town 0.